What's up, guys? It's Fantastic Films here today, and I'm reviewing the original Sam Raimi trilogy, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. Now, I figured I'd do this review in preparation for my Spider-Man Homecoming movie review. Me and my friend Jackson. Hello. He's here. We just saw the new Spider-Man Homecoming movie. It was amazing, and I'll have a review up for that, but I figured in the meantime I'd do a review for some of my favorite movies of all time. Well, at least the first two. The third one, well, we'll get to that. Now, just starting off with the set, this is a really nice set. I got this on eBay for like $15 for the whole thing, which is a crazy deal. I've since checked the prices on eBay, and they're like in the 50s and 60s. Some are even in the hundreds for the ones with the slip covers, which is the ones that I got. So I'm really thankful to have these. These are really nice. So let's get right into them. Alright, so first up, we got the one that started them all. 2002's Spider-Man 1. I love this movie almost as much as I love the second one. I still love the second one a little bit more, but this one is right up there. And watching this again, this is actually a little bit dated. This is one of my favorite childhood films. I used to love this one. Regardless, this is an amazing movie. Like I said, it does look a little bit dated, but just looking at the Blu-ray cover, the slip cover is great, and it's, the same as the one on the Blu-ray. But it's a really cool design. I like the style that all three of the films kind of went for. We have Spider-Man and the villain right next to each other. And this really shows the struggle between good and evil represented in the movie. So, really good job on the slipcover. And when you move it to the back, you have the back of the slipcover and the back of the Blu-ray. They pretty much look exactly the same. Now, I'm not quite sure if these are American films. I noticed that they have the barcode. It's not a sticker, it's just blocked off. There's no barcode on it, I don't really know why. And it's also, there's no rating, so I'm not sure if they're American or not. They could be, they work fine with the Blu-ray player, doesn't play in like a foreign language or something like that. But these look really nice on Blu-ray, the slipcovers are great, and the special features are amazing. There's so many more special features than the regular standard Blu-ray of the Spider-Man, which I already have. And then I got the rest of these on their slipcovers, and they have way more bonus features. It's a different Blu-ray disc, but it's really exciting to have. So if you want to read that, just pause and read. And when you open it up, you have your inside of the disc. Or inside of the box, I should say. You have your disc, and I swear it looks exactly the same as the regular Blu-ray, but promise it's not. It is different. It's got more special features on it, and also it has disc art, which is really cool. But it also, more importantly, has inside jacket art. So when you take the disc out, you have your Green Goblin on his hoverboard, which is really cool. And next up we have Spider-Man 2, my favorite superhero movie almost of all time. There's a couple others that are really close, but this is definitely up there, and definitely my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time. This is really cool. It has the theatrical and extended versions of the film, like I said. And a lot of people bought just this film because it had the extended and theatrical, but I decided to get the trilogy, even though I don't really like the third one that much. But anyway, this is a really nice looking Blu-ray, like I was talking about with the villain, good versus evil, Spider-Man and Doc Ock on the front. And Doc Ock was just such a good villain in this movie. And, they really nailed down the character of Spider-Man. They showed how the struggles he has of being Spider-Man and also being Peter Parker, trying to get through high school, or in this case, college, and trying to keep his relatives and loved ones, family members safe, while he has to be Spider-Man, and he keeps letting people down, he keeps being late. And this movie, at times, is actually hard to watch. It's not so much, like, scary to watch, like, not that kind of hard to watch, but just more stressful. Like, you feel his pain. And Sam Raimi, the director of this film, really portrayed that well. And looking at the back, you see the back of the slipcover with the special features. It looks exactly the same as the back of the Blu-ray case. So there it is. And when you open up the Blu-ray, you have your disc and your inside artwork, which is really cool. So I'll show you that. Now, the inside artwork is possibly my favorite Spider-Man movie scene of all time. The train fight between Doc Ock and Spider-Man. This is a lot of people's favorite, mine included, of this film, favorite scene. And in this scene, it felt like it was just perfect. Everything was perfect. I can't explain it, but it was just perfect. Despite Tobey Maguire's pooping face. But it worked. It's fine. And now we come to the dreaded Spider-Man 3. I've given this lots of thought. And as a kid, I loved this movie. I actually thought it was better than the others. I know I was crazy. Watching it later, though, I realized this movie really has a lot of problems. It's way too many villains, and I can tell Sony really got their hands all in it. And Sam Raimi, the director, was talking about this was supposed to be like a 5-film series, and he only got to 3 because of Sony, which is really, really disappointing. Because I could totally see this being an amazing franchise. Tobey Maguire is still my favorite Spider-Man to date, even over Tom Holland. But this is still has cool scenes in it, but it's just a disappointing movie, to sum it up. Cool moments, but disappointing. So looking at the front, this is a cool design, I guess. It goes along with all the other Spider-Man movies that I have, and that is of the good versus evil. And it looks really cool. I really like this black suit too. Like the design that they gave it in the movie, I really thought that looked really cool. And looking at the back of the slipcover, you have your special features, which is basically nothing. And you have your cast information, all that stuff, cool pictures. And that scene where he is leaning up against the bell tower as the black suit Spider-Man, I always liked that scene, and watching it today, I still think it's very well done. I always like the bell tower scene. And when you open up the Blu-ray, you have your disc, which is black, hence the black Spider-Man, and you have a really cool disc art, which I will show you. Now, this is probably my favorite disc art out of all of them. This isn't an actual shot in the movie, but I always thought this looked really cool. And I have to hold it open because this Blu-ray really likes to close on its own, just like that. So there it is. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching my review of the Spider-Man trilogy. Hope you enjoyed this review. Any comments, questions, concerns, just leave it down in the comments. Advice, I always read your comments and I always reply to your comments. If you like this video, drop a like and subscribe. That way, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.